Hello everyone, welcome back to Backend Basics. Topic for today is API Authentication. Let us try to understand a scenario. Just imagine that you have built an amazing AI application and deployed it publicly on AWS. The next day, thousands of users start calling your API and consuming your AI credits and finally increasing your cloud bill. So how are you gonna stop that unauthorized users from accessing your API? That's exactly what API authentication does. So as always, we will try to understand this topic step by step. What is it? API authentication is the process of verifying the identity of a client before allowing it to access an API. In simple words, it answers the question, who are you? If the client is able to prove its identity, the server processes the request, otherwise it will reject it. Why do we need it? Without authentication, anyone can access your API, and that will lead to unauthorized access, increased cloud or AI cost, data theft, API misuse. So the purpose of authentication is to ensure that only trusted users or applications can use your backend services. How does it work? Whenever a client sends a request, it also sends authentication credential such as an API key or a JWT token, which we are going to study in further videos. Then server verifies this credential. If they are valid, the request proceeds to the business logic, and if it's invalid, the server returns unauthorized for not one. So authentication always happens before executing any expensive operations like database queries or AI model calls. Let us try to understand architectural flow. As we can see, client first make the request, and in that request API key will be present. If that is valid, then it will further go for business logic, and if it is invalid, it will reflect unauthorized 401. So that's how API authentication work. Now let us have a real life analogy. Think of a company office. Before entering the office, the security guard or swiping machine always asks for your ID card. If your ID card is valid, you are allowed inside. If not valid, you are stopped at the entrance. So API authentication works exactly the same way for backend applications. Industry use cases. It is used in almost every modern application, including banking applications, e-commerce websites, SaaS platforms, AI applications, and so on. And one thing more, simple applications commonly use API keys, while applications with user logins credential commonly use JWT authentication. So key takeaway, API authentication verifies who is making the request before allowing access to an API, protecting your application from unauthorized access and misuse. So that's it for today. I hope you found this concept easy to understand. I will see you in the next video with another exciting concept. Until then, keep learning, keep building, and keep growing. Thank you.